I think when you take somebody very, very young and they start to get horrible, crazy, crippling anxiety and it goes undiagnosed and you don't know what it is that you're feeling, you start to self-medicate because it makes you feel better.
So then you have all these people around me just kind of hanging on, wanting stuff from me, knowing that, like, I was living this lifestyle that they also wanted to live.
I'm tired. I'm good. Let me look at you.
What happens when fame, fortune, and trust collide in the most devastating way? Justin Bieber's world is unraveling. Financial betrayal, legal fears, and a marriage under fire. Could the weight of hidden truths and endless pressure finally push him past the breaking point? Before we dive deeper into the story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell because you won't want to miss the next twist in this ongoing celebrity drama. For years, Justin Bieber's life seemed like the ultimate dream: fame, endless wealth, millions of fans, and a career that defined an entire generation of pop culture. But beneath the glossy surface of his success, cracks have been widening, revealing a much darker truth. What the public is now beginning to see is a young man carrying unbearable burdens, struggles with his mental health, betrayals from those he once trusted, and personal conflicts that threaten to consume him completely. At the heart of this crisis lies Justin's admission that he has been battling deep depression, something he could no longer hide. Reports suggest that what started as moments of unease spiraled into crippling anxiety, leaving him feeling trapped inside his own fame. This wasn't just about the exhaustion of touring or the constant spotlight. It was about the crushing sense that even the people closest to him might not have his best interests at heart. And when someone who has lived their life in the public eye begins to feel betrayed by their inner circle, the fallout is enormous. The betrayal centers on money, his fortune, his lifeblood, and the very thing he worked tirelessly to build. Insiders reveal that people within his trusted circle, individuals he had leaned on for years, may have been mishandling his finances. Imagine discovering that the same people you believed were safeguarding your empire might instead be draining it. For Justin, this revelation was like a knife to the chest. The very foundation of trust had collapsed beneath him, leaving only confusion, anger, and despair in its wake. When reports of financial discrepancies surfaced, the situation escalated. Industry insiders confirmed that large sums of money seemed to be missing. This wasn't a minor oversight or a bookkeeping error. It was the kind of discovery that shakes a person to their core. For Justin, who has always been wary of exploitation since his teenage years in the spotlight, this was a nightmare becoming reality. He swiftly replaced his team with a new group of professionals, tasked with untangling the mess and uncovering just how deep the deception went. Each revelation brought more pain, more mistrust, and more anger. How would you cope if the very people you trusted most turned out to be betraying you behind closed doors? But this financial devastation was only one part of Justin's unraveling. Beyond the numbers and broken trust, his personal life began to crack under the weight of constant stress. His marriage to Hailey Bieber, once portrayed as a source of stability and love, started facing visible strain. And at the center of their turmoil lies a figure who has recently dominated headlines for all the wrong reasons: Sean "Diddy" Combs. Diddy's ongoing legal troubles, serious charges including sex trafficking and racketeering, cast a long dark shadow not just on him, but on everyone in his orbit. Justin, who had spent time in Diddy's circle in years past, reportedly fears being pulled into this storm. Sources claim he is terrified of being subpoenaed, forced to testify, and perhaps reveal things he would rather keep buried. The thought of being legally entangled in a scandal of this magnitude has left him anxious and sleepless, gnawed by fears he cannot control. For Justin, this looming threat only magnifies his inner turmoil. His wife, Hailey, is said to be frustrated, describing him as wallowing in self-pity and anxiety. She reportedly feels like he is retreating from her emotionally, leaving her to carry the burden of their marriage alone. And when a spouse begins to feel abandoned, the relationship itself starts to unravel. Whispers of a potential divorce, with a staggering figure of $285 million being tossed around, now circulate among insiders. Whether exaggerated or not, the very fact such numbers are being discussed underscores just how strained their union has become. Is it possible that outside scandals and hidden fears are now tearing apart the very bond Justin hoped would save him? Justin's behavior in recent months only fuels speculation. His odd antics on social media, following and unfollowing Hailey only to insist it wasn't him, have left fans and critics alike questioning what's really going on behind the scenes. Some dismiss it as immaturity, while others see it as a sign of instability, perhaps tied to old struggles with substance use. Reports claim Hailey has urged him to confront his past demons, pressing him to be more accountable and aware. But rather than finding strength in her guidance, Justin seems to be lashing out, defensive and short-tempered. This volatility is visible not just emotionally, but physically. Recent photographs show Justin looking frail, thin, and worn down, a stark contrast to the vibrant star the world once idolized. These images have sparked widespread concern among fans, who worry about his health and stability. And while Hailey's protective behavior might seem natural for a devoted spouse, whispers within Justin's family suggest a different story. Justin's mother, Patty Mallette, has reportedly voiced her unease, believing Hailey may be trying to isolate Justin from his family. The idea that Hailey might be exerting too much control over him has become a source of conflict, with some in his circle wondering if her intentions are truly supportive or more possessive. Whether fair or not, this perception adds yet another layer of tension, leaving Justin caught between loyalty to his wife and the deep-rooted bond with his mother. Could Justin be facing not just external betrayal, but a fracture within the very core of his family? The clash between Patty and Hailey reflects a timeless struggle. The protective mother wary of losing her son versus the spouse demanding his full devotion. For Justin, already burdened by financial betrayal and legal fears, this family conflict only deepens his despair. Instead of finding comfort at home, he faces a battlefield of competing loyalties and suspicions. Fans who once cheered his every move are now left to watch helplessly as the man who seemed unstoppable appears fragile, even broken. Behind the music, the tours, and the fame lies a person suffocating under pressures most could never endure. From the fear of courtroom entanglements to whispers of divorce, from financial betrayal to family turmoil, every aspect of Justin's life feels like it's unraveling in public view. What would it take for Justin Bieber to find peace in a world that refuses to let him rest? Justin Bieber's story is no longer just about fame or music. It's about survival, betrayed by those he trusted, haunted by scandals he never asked to be part of, and torn between love and family. He now stands at a crossroads. Every revelation paints a portrait of a man fighting to hold on while the world watches. Will he find the strength to reclaim his life, or will the crushing weight of betrayal and fear push him past the point of return? One thing is certain, the struggle behind the spotlight has never been more raw or more heartbreaking.